Welcome to the first day of Bag Week. Woohoo! Yes, every day this week we are going to be releasing a video opening one of these massive black bags of t-shirts. If you have not seen this video series that we've done before, we have a local thrift store that basically sells all of their t-shirts in these giant 55-pound bags of t-shirts for like $10, and we go and buy them and we open them on video and search for vintage t-shirts. And so I bought a lot of these this week, and so we're going to open them and search for some vintage t-shirts every single day, hopefully finding some amazing fire. And yes, I'm in a really warm jacket because I forgot to turn the heater on in the office and it's cold. So getting into it, we already have a vintage t-shirt. It's like a long sleeve, like definitely like a mom's, like with this like turtleneck type thing going on. So maybe not something I want, but anytime you see vintage clothing, even if it's not vintage clothing that's worth anything, it's a good sign because you know that at least some old clothes may be present in the bag. Whew! Really excited about Bag Week. We got a Marilyn Monroe tee. I think it's, yeah, right? That's Marilyn Monroe, right? Yeah, yeah, but it's new. All right, Jack Daniels. Let's see. Yeah, I got 5 of these bags all at once. Everyone was at like couldn't figure out what in the world, why in the world I would even want that and want them. Oh, this is some pretty birds. It's actually a vintage tee, like late 90s, early 2000s. But you know, the secret is safe. I don't think they really care all that much. Oh, Tommy Hilfiger. This is on a vintage Tommy tag, made in Saipan, but I think this is a women's. We'll hold on to it for now. We have hit really big in these t-shirts before, these t-shirt bags before. 9 Inch Nails tees, vintage 9 Inch Nails tees that we've sold for 100 plus, 130 I think was exact. And so expecting and hoping for some good stuff this week. We have been missing a bit, but we haven't been buying the bags that were from this particular thrift store. This particular thrift store does it better than anyone. That's funny. Positive Vibes, Ross the Cat, not vintage, but this seems to be this this particular thrift store that does well for us. A lot of cat tees for the homies. Come on now. Really? Oh, it's really faded. I thought it was inside out. Live or I can't read what that is. All right, let's see. Come on now. We're about a quarter of the way through this bag. Come on, let's start Bag Week off right. Oh, that's pretty cool, but I've gotten so many of these recently. I don't know if they were sold like at a local shop or like a county fair that was around. It's getting hot. It's getting warm in my jacket. We'll put that to the side. I got a little bit of a cough, otherwise feeling good. But it has been cold outside. We got snow on the ground. Well, at least we did. Now it's just probably mud. Alright, come on now. What do we got here? We got some homemade stuff. Love looking at these homemade stuffs. These late 90s probably. Best Grandma, hands down, Joshua, 2000. How cute. Alright. A lot of like women's tops in here. A lot of tank tops and stuff. We have actually found and sold some pretty wild, weird stuff. Here's another homemade tee. Awarded Best Grandpa, hands down, Andrew 05. Go that guy. All right. That guy, I had an ostrich? Oh, ran a chicken. All right, let's see. Come on now. I've been just hoping to hit. It's funny because the other day, the last few bag videos we've done, this is vintage, but been kind of cool. I might hold on to that. Last few bags we've done have been, at least when I opened them, I thought they were duds. And the few t-shirts that we actually list out of those bags, surprisingly, one of them recently sold for a lot more, and you'll see that video. Here's a vintage tee. Not single stitch, but it's just a tourist tee from Puerto Rico. Yeah, I was really shocked by how quickly and for how much it sold for. So that just goes to show you that even when these bags don't seem like they hit very hard, like, you can get pretty surprised by them. Oh, come on now, come on. We're about halfway now. There's a lot of t-shirts in here, guys. Lots of t-shirts. I'm gonna recruit some help for the next couple days. We'll have some guests come in. Won't tell you who they are just yet, because I don't know who they are. I don't know who will volunteer to come do this for me. I'm sure some of my kids will. My wife was talking about it, so we'll see if she comes on out here. But so far, not hitting hardly anything, even remotely like something worth buying. I sure hope that this is not a sign of the coming 5 bags. I actually have 6 bags. Oh, this is cool. What's this? Barbados vintage-ish tee. Not sure how old that is, but it shows the tourist tees. Sometimes those tourist tees can bring in money, but they have to be pretty crazy looking. All right, nope. So we actually have 6 bags. I had another bag that I hadn't opened that I've been sitting on for a minute, and that's a cool, Guy Harvey. Not a brand to sell, but cool T-shirt. Excuse me. All this dust is starting to aggravate me. But so one of these days, probably the last day maybe, will be a double bag. Wild West. Oh no. Will probably be a double bag. That bag has got stuff from another thrift store and thrift store that this bag came from. So kind of a bag battle to see which thrift store can give us the best loot. But we'll see when that time arrives. That'll probably be a good time to do one with the wife. What do we got here? Looks old. Not single stitch. Stamp out Parkinson's. I don't know what that is. Is that a date? No, I don't see a date. Cool t-shirt, I guess. I mean, all about stamping out Parkinson's, but I'm not sure if it's vintage or not. Alright. Some of these t-shirts I can just tell by the feel of the t-shirt that it's not something that I'm interested in. Of course, it's really not. I mean, you have to, taking a risk, just tossing it, but you really have to learn how to feel. So technically this was vintage, and I'm kind of sick of these t-shirts. These are the big dog tees. That company was kind of big back in the day. All the dads would wear them. All the big boys would wear them. Is it a Spencer's? Spencer's? Yeah, it's a Spencer's dead stock. It's a Superman t-shirt, but it's pretty recent. It doesn't even have a tag. It says print, so that's a way you can know that it's not very old. All right, so we're getting down to the last bit of the bag here, and we are not seeing anything. Will we strike out for the first day of bag week? Who even knows? Oh, there's a vintage tee, I guess, but I have no idea what that is. If you know, leave it in the comments below. Alright, nothing. Nothing. 75. Alright. Shirts these days actually you don't have to even be vintage. If you're just like, or technically like what we call 20 years vintage, meaning that the item you have is 20 years old, which is kind of the industry standard for what is considered vintage. But stuff like from 2004, 2005, like sells pretty well. Like Batman, the Heath Ledger Joker Batman series, what was it called? Dark Knight. Dark Knight stuff, like early Dark Knight stuff, goes for a lot of money. It really surprises me because I feel like I've like in the past just overlooked that stuff. Here's a new school like kids Jurassic Park. If that were old, that would have been absolutely sick. So it looks like there's the last one right here. Nothing. So that was basically a complete strikeout for day one. So hopefully this does not become the norm. So stay tuned to tomorrow. We'll get another bag going and we'll see if we can win on that one and make up for this one. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.